Velocity TV begins now.
One. Test. Welcome to Full Velocity Racing Network. Just wanted to make sure our microphones are working here tonight. And tune into DWRL Junk Fabrication Wednesday night street fights here at Lanier, the National Speedway, one of my favorite tracks in the iRacing simulation, folks. Getting ready to go right into heat racing action. Then we'll go into a feature event on star-studded field here this evening. Don't forget, folks, star donations help us go a long way. Help us do a lot of different things here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Get your name mentioned. Hey, that's a great way to get your name mentioned at Full Velocity if you give us some stars out there. Big shout out to all of our Full Velocity Racing Network fans and everything that's going on out there. And I cannot wait to give you some great racing action. And I changed one of the logos back to Hart Motorsports. I forgot to change this one, obviously. Hunt the Front going to be the yellow flag sponsor here. A lot of free sponsorship going on for Hunt the Front as of late here. But they got to sure be liking this one here, like you said. First heat race getting ready to come to post the 3D Racing starting lineup. Going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the 0-2. That is Marcus Brown. His days are part of the outside. That is the Voodoo Child, Eric Eichstead. Inside row number 2, that'll be the number 61. The Full Velocity Racing Network, JP Designs, number 61. That is Josh Peacock. And his days are part of the outside, the Heartland Harley Davidson. Number 1 machine, it looks like, is scheduled to be the 111, but the 1... that is Alex Brewer. Next row back will be the number 14 of Rocky Evans. And his day is part of the outside, the Bulletproof Motorsports, number 86. Good old T-Fed, Derek Fedgenauer. Next row back sees the number 88 machine. That is Kevin Prettyman and the Evil One himself. The number 21 machine, Jim Revis, going to roll off in position number 8. 8 cars we call for, all 8 cars out there. And it's actually the 111 of Kyle Moore in an Alex Brewer car. That's interesting. Trying to play games here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. As I was thinking that's who it was here, but it is actually Kyle Moyer. It's scheduled that he's going to be in the number 1 Brewer machine. Must be a backup car. Like I said, Marcus Brown, the pole sitter here, the 725 machine. Racing high flag, green flag. He's out. 8 laps will be the distance here. Everyone going to qualify in to the A main is the 725 of Marcus Brown leads the way. The 61 of Josh Peacock down to the inside. Good side-by-side battle here early on in the going here. Not even completing lap number 1. As Eric Eichstead to the outside. Here comes Peacock back down to the bottom. Good side-by-side there for the 61 machine. The 111 of Kyle Moyer, the 1 machine of Moyer trying to peek down to the bottom, trying to make a 3 wide. Thought better of it. Backed out of it. Fell back into line. Here comes Josh Peacock again down to the inside. Trying to get around the number 12, Eric Eichstead. Eichstead right there into the throttle and making sure he keeps that to the floorboard to try to stay ahead of that number 61 of Josh Peacock. Marcus Brown leading the way here with a beautiful prepared red number 725 machine. Leading here with the 5th lap. 5 to go here on the board. 5 to go for that number 725 as Peacock can't make any headway on Eric Eichstead. They still stay in a side-by-side battle as they lock down the back straightaway here into turn number 3. Eric Eichstead throwing it in pretty deep on the outside. Drifts up the track, leaves the door open. We're going to be halfway home. 4 in now. 4 to go here. Heat race number 1. The Junk Fabrications Wednesday night street fight division here, invite only. Here is where it is at here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. DWRL puts on the showing here as Marcus Brown continues to lead the way. You got to give a big shout out to Tyler Blankenship. Follow Ty B TV where simulation meets reality. Gonna have to get that one right there, Tyler. 5,000 stars, 7-week streak there. Thank you to Tyler Blankenship out there for the star donations. We appreciate that. Ty B TV, folks. Make sure you head on over there. We have some great things tied in with them. That's going to come up here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, like 2 drivers pitted head-to-head. And that's going to be a barn burner in itself as we get the white flag here. And heat race number 1 to 3D Racing, 1 to go. As the 725 of Marcus Brown has led the whole entire way. And he's going to finish it off into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Heat race number 1 belongs to Marcus Brown. 61 to Josh Peacock. Going to finish up in the second spot. Third is the Barn Burner, but it's going to be Eric Eichstad. And then number 12 in third. Fourth is going to be Kyle Moore, and Derek Fedkenauer rounds out your top 5. Heat race number 1 in the books. Heat race number 2 getting ready to come to post here is Henry Jones, the Hammer. Going to start on the pole in car number 25, the Iceman. Daniel Stifler going to roll off into position number 2. His days are part of the outside, or inside, I should say. I should say outside. Daniel Price in the 01 machine going to roll off in that third spot. Fourth will be the 097 Mitchell Enos. Inside row number 3 in the fifth starting spot. That is the number 69 machine. That should be David Brower. And racing Jason Salter aboard car number 10. Going to roll off in position number 6. Good old coach! Going to roll off in position number 7. In car number 18, that is Kyle Surratt. And John Monkern aboard the number 36 machine. Going to roll off in position number 8. 8 cars we called for. All 8 cars out there on the Speedway heat race number 2. The second and final heat race of the evening. Looking to see who else got stars out there. Alex Brewer, 300 stars. Give a big shout out to Alex Brewer, too. Thank you for the 300 stars. And hit that share button, guys. Full Velocity Racing Network is 1,400 follows away from partnering with Facebook. Yes. Yes, thank you, Tyler. A good media man out there, I tell you, Tyler. You're pretty good at everything you do out there, so I can't wait till we get the conference with him a little bit later here. There's some great things coming, I think, on the horizon here for Full Velocity Racing Network and Ty BTV. As we're getting ready to go green flag racing off of turn number 4 with heat race number 2, the Hammer. Henry Jones puts down the Hammer. The number 25 leads the charge down into turn number 1. The number 71 to the outside, that is Stifler, Daniel Stifler, the Iceman. Right now running in that second spot, falls right into line behind the number 25 machine. Now it peaks to the outside. Here comes the 01 of Daniel Price. He's running in that third spot. Here comes Stifler now, down to the bottom. A little bit of contact there with Henry Jones, but Jones able to keep it in the right direction and propel himself there. Stifler backs out of the throttle a little bit, loses about 5 car lengths. 3 wide battle there from third on back, 4 wide. As here comes the coach. Oh, Daniel Price goes around it hard into the outside wall. It is the 097 of Mitchell Enos. He's going for a ride. No yellow flags in these heat races, but man, some carnage here in heat race number 2. That's what we locked in heat 1. Was that carnage? The good old-fashioned guys just giving it all. I mean, they gave it all in heat 1, but they did not wreck each other. As we're coming up here on halfway home here, as we come through turns 3 and 4, the cross flags for the number 25 machine of Henry Jones. Daniel Stifler second. Third is David Brewer and Kyle Surratt running in the 4th spot. As the 319 right there directly in front of him. As like I said, Brewer was in the 69 the last couple weeks. Now back into his famed number 319 number. As he's running solidly in that 3rd spot, we're going to see the white flag come out here. One more, or not white flag, 3 to go signal here from the flagger. As the Henry Jones number 25 machine under heavy pressure from the 71 of Daniel Stifler. Stifler to the outside there, trying to dig up there, trying to get around the number 25 machine. His popsicle sticks in the air. As Stifler to the outside, side by side with the Hammer Henry Jones. Jones really stuck to the bottom of the speedway. See if it's going to play into his hands, or is the middle of the high groove there where the cushion is. Going to be Daniel Stifler's here in heat race number 2. He's going to lead that time by with a white flag for that number 71 machine. Driving it off into turn number 1, the Hammer Henry Jones not coming up off the bottom. And that may be his demise. As coming down into turn number 3. And off a turn number 4, the number 71 of Daniel Stifler. Going to take down heat race number 2. Henry Jones going to finish up 2nd. David Brewer for 3. Kyle Surratt for 4. And running at your top 5, John Monkern aboard car number 36. Heat race number 2 in the books. So 2 heat races in, warm up there. We're going to take a quick break there and make sure we send things down trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And we're back here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. And a big thank you to Tyler Blankenship out there. They, like he said, 1,400 subscribers, followers away from 10,000 followers. Why not? Why not? Thank you,
10,
Tyler. Yeah, 10,000. 10,000 followers, just 1,400 people away. Could you have ever imagined when we started Full Velocity we'd be having 10,000 followers?
No, not at all.
Jack out here. Definitely relaxing, not having to run controls tonight to go through the starting lineup real quick like here, as it's going to be Marcus Brown, Daniel Stifler, Josh Peacock, Henry Jones, Eric Eichstead, David Brewer, Kyle Moyle, Kyle Surratt, Derek Fettenauer, John Monkern, Brock Evans, Daniel Price, Jim Roberts, Jason Salter, Kevin Prettyman, Mitchell Enos. That was your 16 cars. As got a little bit trackside and lost my train of thought. Went trackside and looked at different things on the track and lost my mind. So the 725 of Marcus Brown, your race leader, the 61 of Josh Peacock, who has tried to win. He's been a bridesmaid quite a bit here the last few nights here on the Full Velocity Racing Network that we've seen him race. First yellow flag going to come out, though. We're going to slow it down here. The J-Max Journey, J-Max Strong. Instant replay going to come up here. As looks like maybe Salter involved in this one. Yes, indeed. It was. The number 88 machine clipping the wall just a tad bit. Kevin Prettyman coming up and sliding up into the left rear quarter panel, a racing Jason Salter and that number 10 machine. Not a lot of damage to either machine, so they're going to join the tail end, and hopefully we'll see what they're going to be able to do as they try to march back through the field. So our first yellow flag of the evening, like you said, it's usually the Hard Motorsports yellow flag. Now tonight going to be Hunt the Front. Big shout out to Ty BTV. You're not a subscriber to Ty BTV, you should. I know Jack's tuned in. What do you think, Bud up there in the lobby? What do you think of Ty BTV? That rig that he's got, man, fantastic.
Oh yeah, American Truck Simulator is the best.
Love it. I can't play it very well, but one of these times we'll all get together and play that.
Did you see him in his racing suit the other night?
Oh man, that was fantastic. Fantastic. If you donate enough stars, he goes in racing suits, puts on a full-on helmet, everything as the green flag comes out. Bud Leisure now joining us. It's been a while since he's been on Full Velocity Racing Network, so I know Bud mentioned to me earlier he wanted to get on there, but welcome, Bud. I'm sure you're trying to get in still.
Yeah, definitely still trying to get into the server here. Actually, I'm updating my iRacing. I'm been a week or so without, so you know the drill.
Hi, Bud.
How we doing, Jack?
He talks online. He talks when it's live now a lot more than he used to, Bud.
Neat.
So right now we're on lap 5 of 50. Just let me know when you get into the server here. Lap 5 of 50 here in the A main. Hopefully you'll be able to catch at least the last half of this race. It's been a fantastic race so far. Here's another yellow flag going to fly here, so that may give you a little bit more time to try to make your way in. We'll try to get to a J-Max Strong, J-Max Journey instant replay. I can tell you already the 319 of David Brewer involved in this one, and a couple of the cars. We're going to make sure we get that here as the 25 gets loose. No! Derek Feckenauer cleans David Brewer there just a little bit. Had nowhere to go as it checked up there. And the 36 John Monkern, unfortunate innocent bystander there on the back straightaway here at Lanier. And he gets involved as he hits the passenger side door of that 319 machine. So those guys both going to go to the rear here on lap 5 of 50. Yellow flag laps do not count here this evening at the Lanier National Speedway. I did break out the new car, Alex, the other night. I have, out of 3 out of 4 races I was in the other night, I was kicked and banned, or just kicked. One of the two. I guess I pissed people off when I came out, because, yeah, the modified server, I got kicked out because, yeah, I suck.
You cheat. I mean.
Yeah, I cheat. I qualified 22nd, and, yeah, I went out there, and I went into a server with Tyler Blankenship, and the guy said everybody that qualified got in. Well, I was probably a half a second slower than the rest of the field. I was 22nd. Nobody else qualified. He still kicked me out of the server because I suck.
I've been there. I've been kicked out because I suck.
iRacing I flag, green flag is out. Like Tyler Blankenship saying out there. Who you guys all rooting for? Let us all know in that chat box. And we'll try to do our best to give your shout-outs here as Josh Peacock down to the inside of the 725 machine. Once again, Marcus Brown on the outside. Peacock down to the inside, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Number 61, JP Designs also on the side of that car as he works down to the bottom methodically here, trying to finally pick up a win on the Full Velocity Racing Network. It's been a while since we've been able to talk to Josh in Victory Lane. Like I said, he's been a bridesmaid a lot lately here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off here tonight or not. We'll have to wait and see here because we got a long time to go here. Still 41 laps remain here as the number 111 machine of Kyle Moyer now dives it down to the inside there of the backup car for Alex Brewer as that number 1 machine being driven there by Kyle Moyer, being wheeled by the 71 of Daniel Stifler right there. He's knocking on the door for that 3rd spot right now, running in the 4th spot. So he's trying to get around Marcus Brown in that number 725.
Call Stifler the Iceman. Is he from like Alaska?
No, he just the nickname. He has ice running through his veins, kind of ordeal. He won a lot of races here early in the going, and he just definitely doesn't seem like a lot of things rattle him. He's kind of a laid-back, relaxed type of guy. So that's kind of like having ice running through your veins because you're kind of cold.
I could use that ice running through my veins when it's 103 heat index.
Yeah, it was rather warm here today too, and then we had a huge thunderstorm that rolled through. It was still kind of warm after that, even for that matter. So I definitely was able to take a shower out in the rain. You know, it was fantastic.
We don't need.
Ooh, monthly shower.
Let's go back to the race.
Yeah, good monthly showers. That 61 to Josh Peacock, your race leader still, but he's got the 111 to Kyle Moyer right there, breathing down his backside. As he looks down to the inside, the Heartland Harley-Davidson number 1 machine that keeps looking down to the bottom, trying to get around Josh Peacock. As Peacock trying to hold on, trying to pick up a victory here. Lap 16 of 50, going to be completed this time around. Stifler running in a solid 3rd spot. 4th is Eric Eichstead having another good run there in that number 12 machine. And you have Marcus Brown, who is dropped back from his pole spot to the 5th spot. And then the coach, the number 18 machine of Kyle Surratt. Yeah, the coach. Didn't you call him like the flying fossil or something like that the other night, Jack?
I'm not going there. That was a couple months ago. I learned my lesson.
All right, yeah. As we got some more star donations coming out there, I heard the stars hit the ding hit as as we still have some
Alex
great racing
Brewer.
going on. Alex
50
Brewer,
stars.
300 stars for Alex Brewer. Trying to keep track of that one. Thank you, Alex. Or 50 stars, excuse me. He has 350 altogether. So keep them stars flowing in. This yellow flag going to come out, and guess what? It's downtown Marcus Brown around over there. We're going to see what the heck happened to him. Probably seen it live on the stream because I was right there into the action here, and it looks like he gets up there and just barely clips the number 12 of Eric Eichstead, but it was enough to bring him around over in 1 and 2. Down there next to the inside barrier. Hey, if there was Uke tires down there, not an inside barrier, guess what? You might have stood a chance of doing a 360 and then kept it going and wouldn't have brought out a yellow flag. That's one of the advantages of having a Uke tire down there rather than an inside wall.
Yeah, Phil can take it.
Hashtag Uke tires. Walls, we don't need them. No walls.
Uke tires lives matter.
Yes, they do. They die an awful lot.
Although they do like to launch those little Excel cars. I could attest to that.
They rip oil pans off of 4 cylinders too.
Oh, yeah, confirmed.
But the walls, I think walls do way more damage.
They don't give. They really don't give.
That's kind of why I like the Uke tire, because sometimes they'll give and let you motor on where the wall won't to let you, and then you have all kinds of other issues with concrete barriers. But we're back to green flag racing here. They are racing high flag, green flag back out, and man, everybody getting a little bit of sideways over there in 1 and 2. I guess that's what they call dirt racing when you get sideways like that. But those guys were extremely sideways. I thought they were going to go on, and Kevin Prettyman goes around there. And then number 88 pushing Prettyman around. I don't know if that's going to be enough to bring out yellow. No, Pete gets it back going. No yellow flag out. Goodbye, Kevin Prettyman. He hopefully will get a yellow flag here in a little bit. Maybe somebody will make a mistake and he'll be able to catch up the tail on the field again. But now we have Eric Eichstead. He's going to the extreme top side. It's been a long time since we've seen the Voodoo Child in victory lane. Be good to see him there. How about Daniel Stifler, or even the coach, Kyle Surratt in the number 18 machine. I know Josh Peacock wants to win a race, but I try not to pick him because I try not to put that black cloud over him. There is I've had it before. Is Daniel Price down through the infield? Is he getting up and out of the way there? Is he did spin out just a tad bit, made it down there. No yellow flag here as we're coming up to complete lap number 23 of 50, almost halfway home here at the Lanier National Speedway. So Josh Peacock continues to lead in the number 1 of Kyle Moyer, now dropping through the field here as it looks like he's starting to give up a little bit of momentum there. So the number 12 of Eric Eichstead. Eichstead definitely has the top roll in there. Up there ripping a lip on the top shelf of the Speedway so far as he's going wider and wider and wider. That's where the moisture is for him right now. That's where his setup's working the best, as he's able to pull up alongside of him and shoot him down the back straightaway and gets all kinds of momentum. It looks like he's propelled out of a cannon as he comes down that back straightaway here to turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. We are halfway home now, 25 in, 50 to go. We start lap number 26 here as the number 61 of Josh Peacock still leading. He's led 19 laps so far. Can he hold all the challenges at bay that are directly behind him, like Kyle Moyer, like Eric Eichstead, Daniel Stifler right there, and Derek Fedkenauer now up to the 5th spot in that number 86 machine. Look out for him too. He's going to probably be into this fray here in a rather quick moment here, as he is wicked fast right now, faster than the leaders, faster than anybody out there. He is the quick time. The last 3 laps is at number 86. So that battle for second still waiting there. Eric Eichstead makes a costly mistake, getting completely sideways over there in 1 and 2. Going to lose a couple spots there. That is to Daniel Stifler and almost to the number 86 of Derek Fedkenauer. But he was able to reel it back in and bite the bullet and kind of get to that 4th spot. So we'll see if Eric Eichstead going to be able to make another run at it, as it's still the 61 of Peacock, your race leader. The Kyle Moyer machine right there, all over the rear bumper, looking for a way around him last time by. Peacock with a 17.417. We'll see what this time by It gives him a 17.472. Kyle Moyer is faster, though. In that number 1 machine, 17.413. But look who's even faster, the Iceman. Daniel Stifler, 17.352. He's now the quickest out there on the Speedway. His laps keep changing. The track keeps changing. Everything is going differently here for some of these drivers. Is 71 of Daniel Stifler getting a tad bit loose over there in 1 and 2. Trying to reel in the top 2 once again.
Good news is my updates are done, and I'm still trying to get the sim to load. I found the race, so that's good. I'm following you in, so hopefully here any second I'll be in.
Maybe hopefully the last 10 laps, but you'll be able to call here. That'll be good. At least you'll get a little bit of insight. I know next Friday night at the After Motorsports Park, guess what? We're going again with no fans and social distancing out there in the pits and making sure everything happens. No fans, face masks required. I can't wait to see it again, being an official, so I get to see it. It's definitely good, but I urge everybody to buy DVDs, though. After the race is over, you can watch the race on a DVD. Maybe one of these times we'll get a live streaming thing going to After Motorsports Park.
I think that'd be awesome to do a live stream out of there. Good news is, here we are. I've got them in my sights.
Crosshairs locked in, loaded here for Bud Leiser. The number 61 machine of Josh Peacock. Right now, your race leader, the number 1.
Yellow.
Again, sitting second. His yellow flag going to come back out. It's been a while since we've seen the yellow flag. And good old number 14 of Brock Evans. Causing this yellow along with the 097 machine of Mitchell Enos. As I think Enos going around as he hits the wall on the inside. And that propels him around in a knot. And unfortunately, Brock Evans just comes right up on him and rails him. And a lot of damage to the front of that number 14 machine. So yellow flag coming out. That's the J-Max Journey. J-Max Strong, instant replay.
Gomer's been trying to take Stifler.
Yeah, Gomer definitely trying to take Daniel Stifler out there. Give a shout out to Blade Node Motor Supports out there, Tyler Blankenship. Shear the Beard, hashtag Shear the Beard. We'll be announcing that here rather soon of what's going on with that. If you haven't paid attention to Tyler Blankenship and what's going on there, hashtag Shear the Beard, that's coming. And we'll make sure that it goes on. Here's some more star donations clicking down. Maybe that's just me. I can't quite see who the star donations were. Oh no, it wasn't star donations. Tyler Blankenship becoming a supporter here of the Full Velocity Racing Network. You too can become a supporter for $4.99 a month. Become a supporter. There's going to be a lot of cool things going on. And heck, you're going to see Todd behind the wheel of one of these cars, and you're going to see him in rated R fashion, probably swearing, cussing, and getting pissed off. You know, all kinds of stuff. Who doesn't want to hear that? And maybe even behind the scenes of Full Velocity Racing Network, so you guys can hear what is going on. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of guys have had me on Whisper, and they have to block me. So we'll see what happens.
Meanwhile, back at the racetrack, Josh Peacock holding off a hard charge from Kyle Moyer. Kyle Moyer deep down on the inside. A little bit of contact there coming off of the turn. Doesn't quite make it stick. Peacock holding the lead going down there into turn number 3.
Yeah, Peacock definitely holding the lead here, trying to keep the 111 or 1 machine, and Kyle Moyer at bay. Number 12, Eric Eichstead running in the 3rd spot, but he's highly contested with the 71 of Daniel Stifler. Stifler trying to work over the bottom. The 18 of Kyle Surratt, the coach, trying to work up to the top shelf of the Speedway. Maybe even split the difference up through the middle. I would try that maneuver and try to split up between them, but right now that's not what's happening there. Is another guy coming down here. Not sure what happened there. I think that's another supporter badge.
Somebody,
yes, Alex Brewer becoming
the
a supporter.
18 there trying to make your move there in the middle there. It's Kyle Surratt running in the middle of the track.
And Kyle Surratt doing a fantastic job. It's been a while since we've seen him in Wednesday night street fights here for Junk Fabrications.
You got him 3 wide back there for 5th, 6th, and 7th, I do believe. Jim Revis, Kyle Surratt, and Derek Feckenhauer.
Oh, Salter going around over there in 1 and 2. Or 3 and 4, excuse me. Still green, though.
Green flag staying out indeed. Josh Peacock still leading him around. The fastest way around the Speedway apparently is right about where he is. Kyle Moore in that 111 trying to chase him down. A little bit of extra grip, a little bit below him. Shows him a nose. Just about every corner gets a little bit of a run there to show him a nose on the bottom side. Swings it wide on the hop down the straightaways. Trying to throw it down there deep. Their top 2 they're running away from third place. The 12 of Eric. I'm not going to attempt his last name.
Eichstead.
Eichstead. Eric Eichstead running third in that 12 car. Right behind him is going to be the 71 of Daniel Stifler and the 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer duking it out for fourth and fifth. Side by side now.
Yeah, Fedkenhauer doing a fantastic job. Good old D-Fed to the outside. And finally, Racing got a chance to race with those guys the other night on a 100% track. I tell you, that is rather nuts and very slippery. So these guys know how to handle their cars in the worst type of conditions. So watching these guys race at this track and just watch them throw it in, there's definitely a knack for these street stocks.
Oh, especially when the track gets real slicked off like that. And actually, it's getting quite slicked off now. I mean, the middle of that track looks like it's almost taking rubber at this point, but they're able to run through it. But there's definitely some throttle control and wheel control going on there for sure.
Yeah, a lot of different things going on as you see the track, just like you said, slicking up through the middle portion of the track. And definitely now they're going to have to find the moisture. Maybe try to get around Josh Peacock is Kyle Moyer. As Moyer trying to run the middle of the bottom now, trying to find that forward bite, that momentum coming off the corners. We have 5 laps remaining here at the Lanier National Speedway. Can Josh Peacock hang on for 5 more circuits? Now going to be 4 more circuits off of turn number 4.
The top 2 have run away and hid from the rest of the pack, a full second ahead of the 12 of Eric Eichstead and the 71 of Daniel Stifler in 3rd and 4th. Back through the pack a little bit there in 5th. D-Fed, Derek Fedkenhauer, Jim Revis in the 21 running 6th right now. Behind him is the 02 of Marcus Brown running a solid 7th. Back just a little way to the 14th of Brock Evans. He's got a little bit of front end damage there. Henry Jones in the 25 running 9th. John Moykin running 10th. Jason Sauter currently. Whoops. Push the wrong button. Man, now the top 2 is just about 2 seconds ahead of the 3rd place car. What lap are on? Last lap.
Yeah, white flag is definitely in the air right now. Bud is a 61 driving it off down into 1 and 2. Can he hold off the number 1 of Kyle Moyer down the back straightaway for the final time? Dives it off into turn number 3. Moyer down to the inside. Has nothing left for him. It's going to be Josh Peacock getting the monkey off his back. Winning here at the DWRL Junk Fabrication Wednesday night street fight. Second going to go to Kyle Moyer. Eric Eichstead for 3. For 3. Daniel Stifler. Eric Eichstead for 4. And Derek Fedkenhauer for 5. Fireworks. Man, we did get to see a lot of those this 4th of July. Fireworks going off here at Lanier. Enjoy those, man. This is like a obsolete thing now.
Oh, so many things are kind of obsolete, man.
They weren't at my house on the 4th of July.
No, we didn't dare to. I didn't dare to go across the border in Pennsylvania and get fireworks. Nope.
No, I was scared.
Yep,
I'm glad my neighbors, like all around me, weren't scared because where I live in the valley, looking down through towards Afton, my wife and I sat out there for an hour watching probably 15 different places, just letting off firework after firework after firework. It was great.
That's what I did. I just looked out the window and watched all of them.
Heck yeah, man. Made me proud of being American.
Yes, defiance is always great. But I just didn't want to find right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we going to Discord?
Yeah, I got to make our way on over to Discord here for the Wednesday Night Street Fights Junk Fabrications interview. Probably a static Josh Peacock. He should be ecstatic here. Finally getting the monkey off his back. The black cloud gone. It's extinguished. And we'll take a brief pause for the cause, make our way on over there, and interview our top 3 drivers here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Welcome back to the Full Velocity Racing Network here, the post-race show on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Big shout out to Ty BTV. He's been out there all night. Can't thank Tyler Blankenship enough for keeping our chat box active, getting some supporters out there, getting some star donations. Appreciate it, Tyler. As we're getting ready here for interviewing our top three, we're going to throw it down to Bud Leiser, who's caught up with our third place finisher, driver of that number 71 machine.
All right, here we are with Dan Stifler in the 71. They call him the Iceman. Solid third place finish tonight. Track slipped off a little bit there towards the end.
Yeah, thanks. It definitely slicked off towards the end there. My car was a little better through the middle and towards the upper high side of the track, but it seemed like after every caution I was restarting on the bottom, and that was allowing some of them guys to get runs on the outside of me there. So I'd have to try to fight my way back up by them.
Right, exactly. So anybody you got to thank here tonight?
Yeah, first off, I got to thank all my guys over at Team Dirt Warrior. I'd like to thank Junk Fabrication, the title sponsor of the league here. Thank Jim Revis over at Evil One Graphics for putting this awesome wrap on the car. And I'd like to thank all you guys over at FVRN for putting this out for everybody to see each and every week.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for the props. Thank you for putting on a good show every week. Dan Stifler tonight, third place. They call him the Iceman, folks.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're going to move on there to tonight's second place finisher. I know Bud was working his way over to tonight's second place finisher. Driver of, normally the 11, but tonight the 1. Maybe Bud can find out the story of that behind that one.
Yeah, they call him Kyle Moyer, like he said. Normally 11, tonight it was the 1 car. Is there a story behind that?
The story is Alex, that usually runs this car, Team Dirt Wear, another Team Dirt car. He got in a motorcycle accident yesterday and got a broken ankle and some lost hearing. He was in the hospital yesterday, so I had to run that. There's a 500 to win race going on this week, so I was running that yesterday. So I just left the wrap on the car tonight.
All right. Good enough. Solid reason. Now,
Yeah.
back to the race here. That was a solid battle between you and Josh Peacock.
Definitely, it's always fun racing with Josh. It was also, clean racing, and just he had the line, and I was trying to get it from him. But I mean, it was a good race for him.
Yeah, for sure. It looked like you had definitely a little different line because you'd almost get a run going into the corner. You could show him a nose, and on the last lap, you're just about door to door. But he could definitely come off the corner a little bit better.
Yeah, it was just, he was just right in the line. I mean, if I'd have been in front of him and he'd been behind me, it'd probably be the same thing going on. Both cars were working pretty good tonight, that's for sure.
All right. Anybody you got to thank here tonight?
Thank you guys for broadcasting it. Team Dirt Warrior, as always. Junk Fabrication, Harley Davidson, Evil One Graphics, Eric for the wrap for the night for Alex. He wraps his cars, and that's all I need.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Kyle. Put on a good show. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. See you guys.
All right, going to finally make my way on down to tonight's winner here. Finally getting the monkey off his back. No, I didn't pick you, Josh. I picked the rest of the field, so that way maybe the black cloud would finally leave you no longer a bridesmaid, finally making it down into victory lane. Man, tell us about that one and how great it feels to get that monkey off your back.
Oh, it feels pretty good finally knocking another one off again, man. It's been a while. But, I'd really like the actual driver of that 1 car to be in there. I finished second and 3 weeks in a row. I'd want to send thoughts and prayers, good vibes there, Blues and Alex Brewer. Hope he gets well soon, gets back out here. I feel a whole lot better if he was behind me too.
Yeah, definitely Kyle Moore doing the best that he can with that number 1 car. Still lightning fast here tonight and knocking on your door every step of the way there, Josh. He was really giving it to you there. Thoughts and prayers to Alex Brewer, man. I didn't even know about anything like that. I guess I'm not paying attention well enough, but definitely thoughts and prayers out to you, Alex. Get well soon, and definitely like to see you back in that car. Your 3-race winning streak, hey, that's still going on because you didn't compete tonight.
Yeah, it's still going on in my book, man. I still got to get him. Yeah, Kyle had a real good car. He could get me coming off. He was eating me up coming off. I made a setup change, kind of leaning towards the middle or top after looking at the heat races. But track kind of locked down at the bottom, and I just got lucky enough and hit my marks, and he couldn't get his nose under me and get around me.
It definitely seemed like it slickened off towards the middle portion of the track. Was that the case there, Josh? It just seemed like it was really, really black towards the middle portion, especially in the corners.
This track has a bad tendency locking out of the bottom. I ain't gonna say it fully locked down because there's some guys still to move around, but anytime I moved up, Kyle would eat me up even more. I was trying my best. I had to keep my eyes out of the mirror and out of the windshield, make sure I hit my marks and sat there and hit that bottom the way I needed to make sure he can stay behind me.
Well, before I let you go, I know you got the monkey off your back finally, but I know you got a great list of people you'd like to thank here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. The microphone is all yours.
First off, I thank all my teammates at Bullbeard Motorsports. I might like give a huge shout out to Kyle Strat. He knows why. I'd like to thank Tim Cummings, CCM Custom Graphics and Engraving. I'd like to give a shout out to J-Max. Check him out on Facebook at J-Max Journeys, Jonathan's Journeys. Also, to hit him up at jmaxstrong.com for sign apparel to help with his medical expenses. Definitely a hell of a story. Go check them out. I'd like to give a shout out to Steve Bigler at Traction by Boosted. If you're needing any kind of type of tire solution around the Chicago area, definitely hit them up on Facebook. I'd give a shout out to you guys, being on the race car, Full Velocity Race Network, and everything y'all do for me. I'm also putting on from the broadcast. To give a shout out to Jim and everybody putting the league on. Give a shameless plug to JP Designs, putting this badass strap on the car, and everybody out there watching.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking down the big W here tonight, the Lanier National Speedway Jump Fabrications Wednesday night street fights belongs to, finally, the number 61 of Josh Peacock, bringing it down into victory lane. Bud, what a fantastic race! Glad you could join us here the last 15 laps of this race, and hopefully more to come. Hopefully we can sneak in here. I know you're about ready to get busy with Friday nights after Motorsports Park. Your job finally back to work and knocking some stuff out there, and I know the summertime's kind of busy for all of us in general, but hopefully we'll be able to see you more back here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to be back more. Just got to make it align with my schedule as much as your schedule, and we'll be here. You'll be hearing my voice more this summer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for this evening. Big thank you to Tyler Blankenship, Ty BTV, for everything that he done tonight out there in the chat box. Big thank you to all the star donators, everybody that has become a supporter here tonight. Tyler Blankenship being one of them. Alex Brewer, we appreciate being supported here, and definitely going to see some behind the scenes stuff here coming soon. We'd like to get up to 25 supporters before we do some of that stuff, but we may do it a little bit earlier and maybe entice some of the guys to come on that side, and maybe some more things coming in on the horizon for Full Velocity Racing Network as we continue to branch out. Some different things coming down, and Shear the Beard is coming soon. So hashtag Shear the Beard. We'll be announcing that here on the Full Velocity Racing Network here very, very shortly. And that's going to be something new here. That's why we're called a network. So definitely going to be fun here, and definitely had a good night of racing here at DWRL. And big thank you once again to their sponsor, Junk Fabrication, here for Wednesday night street fights. But I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you to Jack Truan, Phil Lacasse out there watching wrestling like he likes the men in tights. Big thank you to Bud Leiser for joining me here, and everybody else here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We appreciate you being involved, the fans especially. We got to thank you for showing up and watching us, because without you, Full Velocity Racing Network would be nothing. Good night, folks, and we'll see you Thursday night, doubleheader, 3D Racing, and I believe another series that's new to Full Velocity Racing Network going to be coming tomorrow night. So stay tuned to Facebook for some updates for that one too. So doubleheader tomorrow night. And definitely going to be fantastic. Have a good night, folks.